waited long enough. Okay, alright. Welcome to some more Wardens of the Wild! Who other than Minda would like to recap last session? Because he wasn't here.
Yeah. Looks to notes. The notes say nothing. Well, shit.
The notes say nothing. Do I have to refresh this? Okay, nobody wants to speak. Alright. So, okay, so the party basically decided to head north, making their way to the gnome village. When arriving there, you guys decided to basically start investigating the homes, talking with the gnomes, trying to figure out what the situation was. Um, which didn't really pan out too well, as most of the city was, well, town was basically barricaded, and most of the gnomes are basically have locked themselves inside from fear of the dragon hydra itself. Um, After a couple of tips of talking with them, most of them wasn't really willing to really give you much information, except for one, though it did take a little bit of persuasion to do so. They told you that the Dragon Hydra itself has basically occupied what used to be a blue dragon lair up in the mountains towards the east. Um, you did some skill rolls to basically make sure you don't just get lost traveling that way. It took you about 4 hours to get there because Silas did roll a natural one, so he did kind of get you lost a bit here and there a few times. But making your way inside of the mountain, you basically found what seems to be a kobold lair. The kobold more likely belonging to the previous occupant, the Blue Dragon. Finding them, you saw that they were basically scantily clad, had these weird, like, magical collars around their neck. Diplomacy quickly turned into, like, them just scurrying away in fear as soon as they saw anything else but harmony in their presence. But you were able to make your way through the tunnels, kind of learning this and that about their kind of situation. They are currently enslaved by the Dragon Hydra. They're not really allowed to talk about it all that much, but you did find some notes from the dragon sorcerer that has been basically studying the collars and trying to figure out ways to remove said thing. You eventually reached the main chamber, which is currently occupied by the Queen, as they refer to her. And after a serenade and sorrowful song, that is where we had left things off.
Gotcha.
Questions?
Many, but none that I can really ask as lead.
Okay, hold on. Why is it still saying it's paused? It should not be paused.
Not sure, yeah. It is as if it is paused.
Can you guys move and stuff, or?
No.
Okay, weird. Okay. Ah. Okay. I see. I guess somehow I got booted the frick out.
Oof.
One moment, please.
Oh, good. Technical difficulty struck early tonight. Okay, so Kobold and Esco then. So they're not allowed to chat much about it. And their queen is trying to figure out a way to free them from it. So basically, we've got fucking One Piece bomb collars. Fun. Except we don't have plots to remove them easily. At least not conveniently.
Yeah, Silas did find out that these collars are kind of rigged to kill the kobolds.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, we're basically dealing with One Piece bomb collars, except there's no hockey to safe remove them.
Was not here, I would let you know, Midna, that the blacksmith surprisingly does not have one on.
Really?
Yeah, that is...
So this creature we're hunting has some level of sapience, then, considering it actually has a distinguishing of it has value for them.
Well, you do know that the Dragon Hydra can communicate in common, because it has talked to the villagers of the gnomes.
So that dragon half wasn't just for show. It actually gained a good chunk from dragon half. Let's see. That's fun.
Okay, but yeah, I am trying to get in. Foundry is
Mm-hmm.
a bit of a problem, but
Oh, no.
feel free to, tell me anything you wish to do in the meantime, and I will try to reciprocate.
As best as you can while you're handling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we got bomb collars on them. We know that they're kind of being forced into this matter, really not of their own choice. And we just heard the smith here, or their queen, or their acting queen, they were serenading us as we were coming down.
Yeah, the queen here is currently in the middle.
Okay.
Currently on a throne next to what looks to be a little dragon skull.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, she's the queen. Okay, not the smith. Got it.
No, this video is not the
Okay. Good to know.
Okay, you should now be able to...
Alright. Oh. So if anything, I believe this just doubles our needs to actually find this thing and be rid of it, seeing as it's enforcing its will on others now. And this is much bigger than we initially thought, given it can actually, unlike normal hydras just being only so far for intelligence, this actually is rather advanced. Pound, Wolf, Evic, Euro.
I am here.
Well, you've stop talking, so yeah.
Yeah, it's like inputs, thoughts. Like, I try to do the best I can for someone who wasn't here last session.
Oh, I mean,
It's like I don't got the full context. It's just like I'm just trying to piece together. It's like, okay, so this thing's clearly smarter than what we were initially led on to believe.
well, I mean, it was able to communicate concepts to the village.
Yeah. I'm just more so meaning, like, versus a normal Hydra, it just kind of makes a lair, attacks things, and feeds. This thing has a whole thing of kobolds under its permit with bomb collars, and has slavery going for it. On top of, it can communicate proper. So it's like, this thing's a fair, decent bit intelligent. And also just kind of looking to the group of, like, okay, well, what's our plan going forward, then? Like, outside of just still trying to do this.
I mean, That depends. I mean, we can. Do we want to try and negotiate with it? I mean, we got the body in your bag that we could, give it as food as part of a peace offering. But I mean, I don't think it's gonna go for the negotiation. I mean, you don't exactly eat a mayor and strap bomb collars to your quote-unquote subjects if you're a kind and caring individual.
I'd be inclined to agree. I also don't believe they all want us to leave this situation as it stands either.
I mean, really, I don't, but I understand if you guys want to say no to us.
Say no to what? Killing the thing? No, I'm down for it.
Okay.
I mean, for the most part, it sounds like what's going to be what we have to do anyways.
I mean, it is our mission.
So, since we've already made our way into the progression of the kobolds here, do we know which way, if it lays further within, or if we need to travel somewhere else for it?
Might be something we need to talk to her about. Points out to very much obvious to Kobold Queen over here.
Mm-hmm. All right. Suppose there's also the matter of if it's forcing kobolds to work for them, then we may wish to ask if there are going to be guards present with it, that we may wish to try to spare.
Likelihood, but even still, it's something to figure out once we talk to them.
All right.
Do they say nothing as we approach?
Well, as you approach, the few that can see you turn their attention to you, and the guard rig itself will stand up and begin snarling.
Kind of expected that.
And she will eventually turn her attention to you, kind of squinch her eyes a little bit, and you see her literally drawing her sword and pointing it at you.
Hi.
Part over here is really dark. I can't see anything.
Before you decide to try and strike us down, we're kind of here to help.
You're here to help?
Thank you.
Yeah.
That and you say that you're here to help.
What did she say?
You've tread upon our land, and you tread upon land, and you think we're to believe that you're to help.
You intrude upon our lair and offer to help. Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a thing to realize about this. I understand that we have not really been invited here, but then again, we can't really be invited in by gestures back. Those who can't really willingly do anything for themselves at the moment.
She squints again. She's trying to get a judge of you.
There is also the fact that we have not assaulted any of your people upon coming here.
We're
actually here to assist you with your overseer's problem.
The big dragon that's, causing issues.
She's gonna incite that. Okay.
Sure. And I will be honest to her.
I know.
I mean, if she's inciting Leon, he's telling the truth, at least from what I know. We have not attacked any of the kobolds since coming in.
Hey, are you moving?
I'd say this is...
Chill back there. Are you good there?
Pound was waiting for light, because they couldn't see, because they don't got dark vision. And I think Pen, unfortunately, you will have to move. Or actually, I can take care of Cass, because unfortunately, Pen is unable to play. He can listen, but he can't play. He's still at work.
He's just...
Yeah, I'm stuck at work for another hour, sadly.
Yeah, I cannot move Le Pupper, so we might want to either bamf him out and just say he's with Leon or something, because I can't move Pupper. I can move Cass, but...
I can move Pupper. Anyway,
Gotcha.
But yeah, she will slowly put her sword away. I do not sense any bloodlust, nor do I see any blood upon you.
Deception.
It seems that you have not slain any of my kin.
Really, we have no purpose to. I mean, I'm a kobold myself. I wouldn't exactly want to kill any of my own kin, even if from a different nest.
You'll also notice that none of the kobolds in here also seem to have collars on them.
I could kind of guess you all are at least free from it, or more have pledged a different type of loyalty.
The dragon has made sure that we cannot object to its whims.
I assume that's what the collars on your subjects out there?
Yes. Our arcane practitioners have been studying its strange magics every day and night.
Waking
ever
moment.
since it's been
Yeah.
placed upon their necks, but so far have not been able to find a way to release them.
Though we have looked at it, we can't figure out one ourselves, but we are requisitioned by several people, and to come and really deal with the dragon itself, we're not going to ask you to join in on that. We're just more letting you know so we don't get in your way, or you and ours, so we can at least free your people and stop the horrible things that are happening across the land.
I see.
It is as far as we are to know that you are not the only ones being subjugated by its tyranny. Both you and the gnomish city nearby are also seemingly on the same effects.
Besides whoever else comes along the way and has the issues.
I believe it is slowly increasing its territory.
It can increase it all at once, but it's not really going to increase any further than today.
We have a good amount of things within our capabilities that should be a great boon for being able to actually combat it. Though, if you would humble me with some answers, there's a few questions I'd like to ask that I think you may or may not be able to provide. Mainly being, do you know if this beast has kept any of your people that it might have found interest close by, acting as guards?
Other than the ones you currently see before you. No.
So you have to act as its guards.
We were forced to act as his guards.
I figured. Still wanted to make sure.
I see.
If we have absolutely no choice, we will have to fight you.
I mean, of course. Though we really would like to assume no, that we could not do that altogether. Because I don't really want to hurt people of my own kin, especially those who are under suppression of a glorious, unholy bastard like that.
I would wish that as well, but it has its means.
And it can have its death in the
then-
same point.
It may even try to use us in the battle ahead against it. Do not be surprised if we do arrive
You're forced to fight.
to aid it. She kind of
I'm sure. And we can understand. But I know I just don't want to kill any of you. If I have to stop you, I have to stop you, but I will not try to kill any of you.
I was about to suggest, if need be, so it does not take any extra measures to realize we've had this conversation. We can put on a good farce in the sense of we can still fight, but for any of you, we can specifically try to make sure that we're not snuffing your lives too soon.
I mean, I am quite good when it comes to performing and/or deception. And talking people down or intimidating them. I have really good amount of talent.
As far as I'm aware, currently is now out and about doing what I can't honestly say, but it's not currently here.
Then do you know what direction it went off in?
And as far as I could tell, I think they flew off somewhere to the southeast, but they should return
Okay.
at some point in time.
So do you know where it'll rest its weary head? I assume at the top of this mountain.
It currently resides below.
How the hell does it even get below?
I mean, Hydras are normally very much keen for finding caves that only they tend to bother with.
Even still on the point, if it's a giant dragon hydra, and it's got to be a pretty big and obvious cave for it to crawl through and get out of. I mean, I doubt it goes
You'd be
through here
surprised
without
a lot of-
destroying all your stuff.
You'd be rather surprised creatures' natural means of warding off others. Hydras especially.
It has its own means of entering, exiting.
Okay, then can I put to the point? Do you know where this cave is, or at least to the place? Because we can just wait in there for a surprise attack.
The only entrance that I know of is the feeding chamber.
All right. What way is that? I assume the giant holes.
It's the giant hole to the south. I'm sure you passed it by on your way here.
Oh, where you all were dumping your eggs. Yeah. Still an awful practice.
Unfortunately, one we have to do.
Okay, then I think we can make an easy point of having to help
And
deal with
it's
this.
Not satisfied with whatever meal it finds while flying around, it'll devour many of our clutch.
Understandable. Also, in the same point, I assume that your way to get to him, either he has to summon you or you have to go through the same way we have to go through.
He does have means to summon us.
I was really just hoping we could block off the way they would have to come through and literally just stop him from gaining reinforcements.
I mean, we still can.
We could, but apparently if they can just be summoned, literally summoned, then I think that might be another problem in general.
Seeing as it might have special means from its draconic side, has this individual demonstrated magic beyond just what its natural capabilities are?
I have not seen it cast any sort of magical abilities, but it does seem to have supernatural means.
Well, good to know.
It can turn the entire terrain around it into a deadly area filled with lightning. It can
How fun.
generate powerful bursts of electricity, not only in lines, but its heads will come together on occasion and do terrible destruction in its path.
I see.
quite intelligent. It will move its heads. It is quite aware that its heads are quite vulnerable. And will defend them quite quickly if threatened.
I see.
But that is all I have seen of its abilities. I can't honestly say what its full capabilities are.
No, I wouldn't expect you to know every little thing.
Also know that it keeps the body of a former master in its lair.
Really, no.
Yeah,
That's a bit peculiar.
I honestly can't say why either. It has not devoured the dragon.
Hmm. Okay, Cobart, above board question. No way fucking Leon would know this, but above board, how common knowledge are Draco Liches in this world?
They're not extremely common knowledge.
Hmm. Okay. So what
It's not
what
like
I'm hearing
it's
is
it's not like it's just taught in everyday books.
no. I understand it's not taught every single day. I'm just saying, like, is this in the same like range of like, yeah, most adventurers know what a beholder is, or like they know the concept of a mind flare. Whether or not they know its actual one-to-one abilities, that's another thing. But they've at least heard myth or rumor of
The
exotic as fuck creatures.
Yeah.
Albeit, I know Draco Liches as a default are already pretty like a that's a one in a thousand thing of like you might know that the concept exists, but anything beyond that's kind of a crapshoot.
yeah.
This is sounding more like it's a 1 in 5,000 of like, huh, that's weird. Most I think Leon is piecing together is, there might be some spiritual shit going on there that's convincing it to not be eaten or something.
I mean, if it happens, like it'd probably be like once in a lifetime kind of thing. It's not something that just happens.
It is not common. That is the thing to take from here. Well, that might become something else we might need to inspect afterwards. Hopefully, we will be able to deal with this and save as many of you as we can. Both you and the gnomes nearby.
My people are the only concern of mine at the moment.
I can understand that. Though seeing as we are trying to help at least establish better communication a little bit. And seeing as you both have suffered a great deal, I believe they might be able to understand where you are coming from. They're not even able to leave their homes. Their leader dead. And pretty much their current way of society is failing. If anything, the fact that you're still alive is at least a step up.
We are only alive simply because we offer a use.
Still, you are a little more lucky than they. Their leader didn't really get a choice in that matter.
I believe that is because it was quite happy with the last group that tried to slay it.
Assumedly so. Are there any other questions the rest of you would have?
About what?
What we're going into? Anything to learn for information-wise?
Kind of hard to get anything else on the basis that we're gonna have to fight them here soon enough. If not, you know.
When you mentioned earlier that it couldn't summon you, do you mean it can manifest you where it needs it to, or that you have to respond to its call?
If it calls for us, we must respond. It has an innate ability over our minds. Even without the collars, it can subjugate us for a time.
So you don't just appear; you have to come from here to go join him.
Yes. By any
Okay,
means that we can necessarily get there.
Of course. Then I has an idea. But first, I think we should probably get ready to get moving to go deal with it.
I agree.
I'm just going to move these a little bit closer.
All good.
Okay, they'd probably be curious about this whole conversation going on.
Mm-hmm.
Was
That
there
is fair.
anything else that you were wanting to talk about, or?
I mean, they only know so much on the beast. The fact that they've given us more information of it's smart, it'll protect its heads while using them as weapons. It has dominance over them. We learned that this thing apparently can fucking fly, so there's that too. There's also now the part of me that, granted, I can't confirm or deny this. This portion is just speculation to my other players here. Boy, the dread of an idea. Hydra decides to use Electro Beam. All 11 heads fire Electro Beam.
No,
Dodging that breath weapon is going to be a bastard. Albeit, it's a good thing we have the Dexcon food buff right now. So, you know, that'll help. But, yeah. Fun.
Shame we're level 6. I could have helped get Amaris to use something to stop them from progressing.
Yeah. I mean, I think we have as much information as we're gonna get. We know that they have to physically come to help
Yeah,
it, and they're not just gonna be like
up here, there, but like.
Yeah. We also know the creature doesn't innately have magic, besides its supernatural abilities.
So there's only one thing that we can use to kind of slow their descent onto us.
Yeah, it didn't get the full benefits of being a dragon, but it does still have some of the more draconic, like, abilities.
Oh, I mean, you know, the breath weapon, fucking intelligence, and flight were not a big enough hint. Yeah.
Some pros and cons, but yeah.
So, let's see.
That also makes me wonder if this thing's now got an ego that we can bait with.
Probably, but even still.
Well, let me check my inventory, because I think I have an item that I've had in my inventory for God knows how long, or one or two of them, that I've just kind of been saving in case of exactly scenarios of we know there's going to be ambush spawns. Let me check. 'Cause I'm pretty sure I bought a few specifically for this. Yeah, I do have them. Perfect. I don't have a lot, but I could plug up a little bit of the pathway. Well, I believe we have the information we are needing. Hopefully,
Yep.
it will not need for us to come to blows with each other, but if it does, we will try not to cause any ceaseless bloodshed if we can avoid it.
Oh, and I also mentioned as we're leaving, you're all super gorgeous. I'm even jealous.
She just looks taken aback
Yeah.
by that a little bit.
Looks taken aback.
I mean, yeah, like, it's not exactly something you just expect something to just blurt out.
I
Thank
never
you for
could.
this Thank you for this diplomatic meeting. Turns around, opens the door. You're all super hot. Walks out.
To be fair, on the same point, I never grew up with social manners.
Yeah,
well,
Silas just is like has his like head in his hands, is like about as subtle as a dragon stealing a princess.
Yeah, Eli.
as Leon goes to turn, as he overhears Silas. So would that mean that she's stealing another kobold in this instance?
Yeah, fuck you.
Look, you brought up the analogy of a character who's a dragon who's talking to another dragon and could be considered a princess. So it's like, well, if she's stealing another, you loaded the gun.
Look, I'm not changing the fucking cultural sayings just because the goddamn kobold drew a wish card.
I mean, you don't have to
Yep.
go all the way back around, guys. Like I'll open the paths now. You can't just literally just get out this laid out.
Ah, I see.
I just kind of did that because I wanted you to explore the map, not just immediately flying the fucking clean.
Fair enough.
Where
I think
where the
I'll
fuck are we going?
Over
Over
this
here.
way. I've made a loop.
Made a loop.
Even though I was like, there's a wall here, I'm like, bullshit.
Yeah, no, there's not a wall there.
I know. Anyways, yeet.
Those guys.
Oh,
Damn it! Try not to cover anybody.
It's all right. Go ahead of me because I'm moving 3 people at once.
Yes, I see.
All right, where
Pinging the sorcerer.
where do we?
Down here.
I believe we're going this way. Yeah.
Oh, we're going into the hole. Okay.
Yeah.
Evil trap.
We're going in the hole. But yeah, like, yeah, like, it was just a random picture I found.
I feel like we gained a giraffe.
We did.
Of just random kobold
Bonsai.
and robe chicken. I don't know why it has a chicken, but it does.
For which one?
The sorcerer.
Oh.
I like how they looked.
I
okay.
mean, chicken bones are a valuable thing for scrying.
yeah.
Fair enough.
Actually,
You know,
chicken bones
honestly-
are used in almost every old Celtic
I just kind of-
divination ritual.
Clarified it.
In
as
fairness.
being there familiar, but like, yeah, it just has the chicken in a bag.
I mean, yeah. That's pretty kobold-esque, though. I'm not gonna like. That's honestly like, yeah, I could see it. Just randomly took a chicken. I performed the ritual to just make it a familiar, and it's now just stuck there as an immortal chicken. It's like, yeah, no, I could see it because that leads to very humorous things. Also, Wolf, you saying shit about bones reminds me of an old fucking Ratfolk character for PF2 I made. That their entire tribe was like bone salvagers, and he was like a big part of his thing is he's a merchant. And he was trying to, like, invocate to the surface, hey, bones are fucking useful as fuck. And people should really use them more instead of wasting them. Oh, I miss that boy. Welcome in, Dreef.
Look mean. Also, I assume this is where the feeding room is. Probably the fight's gonna take a approach somewhere down here.
Probably.
Yep, this would be where the feeding room is. You see that there are dozens upon dozens of eggs that are either eaten or not eaten, just kind of scattered around here.
Okay. So I have.
This is
Go
not a
ahead.
hole. This is just a rock with a shadow on it. But basically, the
Gotcha.
rock basically leads back up to the hole.
Okay, so I
Gotcha.
have.
So it's like a climbing rock, basically.
Yes.
I have a proposition here for what we can do.
All right.
So to slow them down or make it to where they have less easiness getting to us, we do a minor cave-in.
Oh, you see Leon, as he were getting down here, he'd freed over like 3 little small bags. I was figuring we could spread some cattle traps, and that would slow them down a great amount.
I mean, I didn't want to cause them injury. Plus, with this, it would make it to where they have to literally do action to get to us. Instead of,
We could do both.
we also in the same, well, probably as a secondary on there if they do get through the first. Now, the only reason I ask on this is because if we do, this makes it to where they have a much harder time to get to us. They'd have to physically remove the barrier blocking them. Unless there is another way they can get down here.
Well, we had asked, and this is the main way that even the queen is aware of.
Okay, then. So
as far as we're aware, this is the only way for them to get down here.
So I was going to ask the lovely Sunshine over there to destroy this walkway with destroying earth spell and put the caltrops on the back one behind us so that way they have difficulty to get in, and if they somehow get through all that, they have to walk through the caltrops to manually injure themselves.
Okay, so I'm away from the phone when it happens. As soon as the fight is about to start, Cass will cast Beacon of Hope on everyone within 30 feet of them, or Avalanche, whichever of them has more people around them. I mean, there's not really an easy way, Pen, to do that. Sadly, in this version, of holding a spell specifically for when combat goes off kind of thing. And Beacon doesn't really last that long if it's buff put on. So it might just be better. Yeah, I was gonna say it might just be better. I'll keep that in mind of do that for you turn 1 and try to keep you close to the group. I mean that's up to Amaris if we have that option. I know Jax is unfortunately not with us, but Silas, do you have Shadow prepared?
Been a week. Let me see what I got.
That's fine.
Oh, Osmira, we don't need your character sheet, my anxious darling.
I do not have Shatter prepared this week.
I have Erupting Earth.
That's what I was meaning.
Well, I know. I'm just letting out of character people know
No,
that I do have Erupting Earth.
It's one of the better staple spells for Druid, so I figured you would have it.
Yeah.
I mean, if we want to do that, then we can.
I almost did it because I knew we were fighting a dragon thing. But
Well, I would, for your sake, if it does have the flight capability and everything, I would say get Earthbind, so that way you can make it to where it stays to the ground.
well, I already prepped my spells for today, and that was not one of them.
Yeah.
Shame. I was more focused on getting fire spells.
In fairness, we also didn't know it could fly till just now.
I presumed it's a Hydra dragon, so I presumed.
I actually kind of didn't assume it could, because, I don't know. But, confirmed it can.
Where do we want me to cast Erupting Earth?
So, we're going to move into the next chamber, and we're going to barricade this pathway here, since this is the main pathway in, and the kobolds, since the Hydra Dragon is going to be forcefully calling them, they will have to come through this way, meaning if it's barricaded, they'll have to waste time debarricading it.
Okay. So whenever you guys are ready.
I'll go ahead and move forward then. In case this thing is here and they didn't know, Leon will snuff for now. I'm going to snuff the lunar axe and I'm going to stealth ahead. Just
Oh wait, hold on. Before you do that, hold on. I can pass without traces.
No. Keep
No,
your
I'm good.
spells. This is strictly just as I'm peeking the corner in case they didn't realize this thing was home. There's also the fact that what you missed, Giraffe, we learned that it has multiple weapons, or it possibly... I'm theorizing it could possibly fire from all of its heads, which a horror. We have been told that it can group its heads up to intensify it. It can summon a thundercloud around itself to hinder people, and also do lightning damage. But another interesting thing, at least that stuck out to me, it weirdly, for how much this thing needs to eat, and how much it's demanding of the kobolds, it has not eaten the blue dragon that originally was here. It has weirdly left it alone.
Oh, so there's also another dragon here.
Well, it is dead. That's the good news. It's dead, but it hasn't, weirdly, for a fresh corpse that it could absolutely still eat, it hasn't.
I also have another spell that I could do on somebody, but
okay. Sheriff class
from energy prep. So if someone,
we do know this thing likes lightning damage.
Yeah, so I was like,
I'm fine. I'm actually fine. As Leon will tap his Toby armor, the creature we fought all that time ago. Actually, this armor does protect me from electricity, not just in
So, assuming we have time, this is a risk. I might end up burning a slot without being able to use it, but I could put down Glyph of Warding again, and then we could have a massive alpha strike at the beginning of the combat.
The only problem with that, barricading this passageway, we're kind of trying to inconvenience the kobolds, not really kill them. We don't, without fully exploring, we don't fully know where this thing will be entering from.
That is a good point.
There's also the fact that if you set that, even if you do something to make it non-lethal, again, we are trying to avoid the kobolds getting massacred in this, and just because we will know where that is, doesn't mean they will. Since they're not really our enemy here, it's just the Hydra.
True.
I do like where your head's at, though. Speaking of which, Leon is just gonna... You see him just read a scroll off. Okay. So, our body is squishes. Your HP is okay. Ish. How much Cass... Okay, Cass is good, because Cobard's mercy buff. Yeah.
Do we have 8 temp from something else? Am I crazy?
Yes.
No. We do? Oh, okay.
We do, because...
I wanted to make sure I didn't, take that off.
Leon...
Because of food.
Really 3 for whatever reason. Yeah, we do have the food buff, so advantage on Dex and Con right now. I'm gonna give aid to Silas, to Amaris, and to Pound. For Anzai.
So that's 5 max?
5 max HP. Or temporary max HP. And you heal that now.
Does that cancel out the 8?
No, it stacks with it, actually.
I'll
do that for you. I'll do that for you, Pound, because your sheet's weird, So
instead of 8 temp, I would have 13? Or would it just stay the 8?
So, hold on, just give me a minute and I'll do it for you.
Sorry. I just want to double check. I don't want to cheat.
Would be this for now. Oh shit, that did the wrong way. Nope. Okay, so 6. And then I just need to heal your token. So you have 2 temp HP. Not sure where your temp HP went, but I'll assume you took damage or something. So 2 added, so you have 7 higher. So yours is 46. So 7. So you're at 48, so 2, so 50. Silas. Yep, you got yours. Cool. And then Amaris. Yep, you did it right. Okay. Go ahead and do that. And just because I might get in the bit of line of fire, I'm just gonna pop this now.
Who doesn't have any kind of resistances? I know Silas does because werewolf.
Yep, he does, but not to lightning. To physical.
Not to lightning. To physical.
To non-magic. To non-magical.
Who's the most squish?
That is between...
For flying purposes, especially, I guess, for Viola and Cass here. Anybody else that has any means of flying. The ceiling here is 80 feet up.
Jesus! This is a spacious cavern, fuck.
And there was a big old blue dragon here.
Yeah, I'm gonna sprout wings from my back, guys.
So good height. Yeah.
But who's the most squish?
It's pretty much between, like, the 3 squishest of the party is pretty much between Silas, Pound, and you.
I figured my name was gonna get called.
Yeah, because, like, Cass has good HP, albeit they're not tanky, but Cass does have good HP.
Then, I don't want to waste both my 3rd levels right away, though, is the only thing, but I feel like we need it.
Yeah, that is better. I mean, it might not be a bad thing for Viola, just because Viola now is more a martial, and they can range, but, you know.
I'll give her a little head pat, and I'll cast that on Viola. It's lightning. Do you have resistance to lightning, Avik?
Avik.
Avik!
You have resistance to lightning
damage.
Oh, amazing. Sorry, I was blindsided because some dumb bitch kept saying that they were cheating on... Their boyfriend was cheating on them with restaurant trains, stores, and AI assistants.
Solid!
Cool.
Fun.
Anyways,
Alright.
continue.
Since we have a moment to prep, since I have a use for it, Viola, I'll go ahead and give your bow this, just to help out. Don't know if it'll do anything, but it might help. So, you have 5 shots, Avik, on your bloodshot bow of tyrant poison. Avik?
Huh? You want to put it on mine?
Yeah, it's on your bow. You have 5 shots with tyrant
Okay.
poison.
My 5 magical arrows. Yes, sir.
Alright, as I was going to do. I'm going to stealth around the corner to try to take a peek without alerting much attention. Hopefully, 15's probably not great enough, but whatever. Kind of peering around to see that we're not, you know, or at least in the main chamber of the next room, we're not having any other people here.
You see that the area seems to be mostly covered in sand. You do see what looks to be small patches of like stone tile here and there underneath. Letting you know this probably used to be like some sort of like old ruins or some sort.
Yeah, I was gonna say like peering over here, seeing like actual like man or like creature built walls versus cave walls.
Like it definitely looks like something man-made, for sure.
Hmm.
But the wall there is obviously crumbled and mostly broken. It's basically just
Yeah.
barely even standing.
It looks like we're good. Let's go ahead and enter. And Leon is going to also, as he's walking forward, he's going to perceive as best he can for any traps in the room. In case there were any is set up in here. Woo! Well, glad to be back on Wednesday.
Uh-huh.
Natural 20. For a total of 27.
Let me see here. I guess I will then draw some of the traps in the area. So there is a trap. Here
Fun.
that you can see. Can you probably see here a little bit? There is a trap here. And
Okay.
because just all the rock faces, that's all you can really see. Even if they're actually 20.
Yeah.
See through the walls or anything.
No, I get it. Can't see through walls. Yeah. Unfortunately, blind sight don't tell me shit of, inanimate objects.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Leon will point out, careful turning the right corner here. There's a trap in the inner corner. And walking forward into this room, on the exposed tiles, there are... On the majority of the visible tiles, there's a trap laid in there. As Leon shall wait for everyone else to funnel in.
I'm gonna go last just because I have to
Cast the spell. Mm-hmm.
explode the walls. Don't forget the dog.
I
It's
can't
also
move it.
dark in here.
Someone to cover and move the dog.
There's no light in here.
Yeah. Why does Cass have perfect vision? What the fuck? Hold on.
I will guide Pound or
That's why they have basic vision.
Bonsai.
It was
I
something
do
set
have
with
the
your token.
dagger of first light.
Oh yeah, does that glow slightly?
Yeah. I can
Let's
use
see
a
how
bonus
much.
action to speak the weapon's command. 20-foot radius of dim and an additional... Oh wait, no. 20-foot radius of bright and an additional 20 feet of dim.
Oh, okay, so it's basically just a torch.
Yeah.
Or it's basically just the light spell. Although I think, no, light's a little farther. So I think you can just, hold on, I'll just click on your token that you have a torch set up.
Thank you.
And
That's a
your
very
settings are
bright
still-
torch.
Yeah, I'll fix the settings on that 1 second. Color intensity. Little bit lower. There we go. Yeah, now you can see.
Enjoyable.
Yes.
This is make up a potion now. So in case we get into combat. Anyway, when it finishes.
Cobra, if you wouldn't mind moving. If you want, Crowbird, because Avalanche probably is just going to be acting as a cast buff thing again for Leon, we can just say Avalanche is on Leon and just bamf him from the map so he doesn't have to keep being moved.
Just
I can't move him, so it's we're going to have to keep doing that every time I move, so...
And then, how far in the thing should I do it? Should I just do it right here, or should I do it further?
I'd say since it's a 20-foot
because then they can
radius...
go around.
Yeah, since it's a 20-foot radius, I say, hit right around here, because then
Sure.
you'll get the difficult terrain effect in here.
No.
Also, quick question for how, since we've had time to prepare this, quick question on your spell for the earth Is that concentration? No.
No, it's not. That's the best thing.
Perfect. Okay. I
I
was
made
like,
sure before I
yeah.
cast
It's
that
like order of
spell.
operations here. Is it con?
Nope, we're
Okay.
good.
And is
I
this,
I
does
did my
the-
homework, guys. Here's my last third level. I'll do it right. Oh, that's a beautiful spot right there. Right there.
And just add in some walls because there is a little bit of light source here and there.
Oh,
Mhm.
they take damage. Shit.
Yeah, it's a big damage AoE spell. That's how it's like fucking up the cavern.
Yeah, Cobra, let me know if anything gets in that area, by the way. Because I have to do damage for it.
Well, it's when you do it.
Oh, is it only when I do it?
It's a cause and effect
Oh,
immediate.
never mind. I
The
love when I
lingering
can
area is
see.
for difficult terrain.
That's what
So
it is.
technically, you need to roll damage to see if you do enough to cause a cave-in.
Oh, motherfucker. That's
Yeah. Granted, this thing does fuck the terrain, so I imagine it has an easier chance of doing so.
14. I think that'll.
Yeah, is that the max amount of damage you're doing?
Yeah,
That's all she can do with that spellcast.
that's all I can do.
It's not going to be enough to really cause a complete cave.
Motherfucker. Well, it's still difficult terrain.
Fair enough. Leon will go ahead and...
I mean, it's a
Oh.
pretty sturdy area, so it's not like this is.
I mean, yeah,
falling.
Dragon Lair.
Yeah.
Would there be anything that could maybe cause more of a cave in there?
I mean, Shatter would have been...
Either that or like
I mean, if you want to keep hitting
with
the area,
any kind of.
you eventually cause a cave in, but like you probably will.
How much like would a good vibration take it out? Like
How's the structure of the cave looking?
how's the
If you
structure?
spent, like maybe an hour just like vibrating it, sure, but like
Yeah, we don't know if we have that much
I was
time.
gonna say I have thunderclap. That's why I was gonna do that.
I don't know if we have that much time. Also, that makes
just-
a fuck ton of noise.
It does. That's why I was like, oh, maybe that's not a good idea.
Okay.
yeah,
well-
this place was just
Very echoey in a
made to
cave.
hold on. It's not just going to fall in willy-nilly.
I'm sorry, I failed.
No, that's fine. You've caused a good bit of damage in the sense of they're going to have to struggle to get in here. Everyone else starts hearing the pouring sound of metal in the other room. This should at least act as a deterrent for slowing them down. I will use my second one, because I've got 3 of these. So a second bear chunk of cattle drops there. For anyone wondering, careful going back that way, I'm dropping cattle drops.
Got it.
And the last one, I will put right there.
Okay.
Oh
my
damn!
third
I thought I had an item, but I think that item's actually on Lorelei that I'm thinking of. Shit.
Okay, I have placed the walls.
Fair.
You placed the balls.
The walls, yes.
Oh, the walls.
Yeah. Also, because it is now bright as fuck, for everyone here who is walking on the floor, so thankfully Avik is spared, don't step anywhere in here, this is a trap. It's a little hard to tell with the light, but this is a trap.
Sorry, I'm lining it up.
Leon will peer the corner over here. Well, that would be the corpse.
Okay, so I can make it different
Uh,
color so you can see it a little bit easier.
Yeah, but thank you.
Nice.
Peering the corpse, there's just very much trying to tell if this thing is putting on a show or not. I mean, I assume their information's
As you can tell,
accurate.
It looks like it's just a dead young blue dragon that's just laying there.
Okay. I will perceive in this instance to see if I can notice any, like, air moving through its nostrils of, like, if it's a farce or if this thing is like, at least the most information I can get of checking this thing for being dead at a distance.
Like a perception check.
Shall do. That is a 23.
Yeah, as far as you can tell, there doesn't seem to be any indication that it is making that would give you any like idea that it's alive.
Mm-hmm. Turning his gaze now to the floor and walls, do I notice any trap?
Breathing. It's not like.
Yeah, it's just it is like still perfectly.
Yeah, it's just basically a statue in the corner.
Mm-hmm. Turning his gaze now to the floor and walls, in here, do I see any traps around El Durgon corpse?
Yes. Let's see here. We'll just see the one here at the moment.
On the circle, okay. Leon will kind of move down to peer around the other corner. Looking at this one, seeing a similar tiling on the floor. Is that one trapped as well?
Do you want to make another perception check to see if you noticed it?
Sure. I mean, I'm noticing a trend here, but I will roll it still all the same. So that is a 17.
As far as you can tell, seems to be fine.
Leon squints at that. Unfortunately, I think I got rid of my... Nope! I do still have the amazing... It is its time to shine! Leon will... Careful! Might want to stand back. Testing a theory really quick.
Okay.
Hey, Cobard. Hey, Cobard.
You said the scary words.
Think fast, Chickenhooks! Bag of sand! Throw it at the trap. And Leon will turn the wall immediately.
How heavy is the bag of sand?
The bag of sand is a full pound.
Okay, I gotta know, just because some traps
Mhm.
require a certain...
Are weight based. Yeah.
Let me see if this one is weight based. Let's see here.
I'm so happy this thing finally got a use.
Dyson. It's like
I've had
pocket
it.
dice.
I've had it since session 1.
Have you really?
Yes, and I've been waiting for an opportunity to use this thing somehow meaningfully. Originally, I was going to pocket sand somebody with it, but I got the Chikuka peppers, which kind of took the place of that. Because those are just way better.
Pocket pepper. The alliteration is beautiful.
Yeah. So I'd all but forgotten I had this thing, but it just clicked tonight. It's like, wait a minute, do I have it still?
Bag of sand. Yeah.
Did I not sell this?
Let's see here. Okay, alright.
The silence was deafening.
Okay, nothing seems to happen.
Leon turning the corner, waiting a second. Peers back around to see that the bag is now on the plate. Still squinting at it. I don't trust it, but I can't tell. I'm going to assume the plate right here, Leon will point to the rest of everybody. Plate right here is trapped. There's a similar one over here, but I can't tell if it is or not. I would assume so, given so far all the plates in here seem to be similarly trapped.
I would tend to agree with that thinking based on the fact that it looks like almost all of them are.
I mean, I have a 25-pound item if we want to throw it on there to check.
I mean, I think that's
The only thing is, Oleana would lose their refrigerator.
Yeah, that's good enough.
It's not.
I have something that's heavy enough that could set it off more than likely.
Or my
It's just-
backpack.
Oh.
Somebody got it! Somebody knew where I was going!
I would like to perform the assist action and help me.
This is a pretty good spot to be randomly in the middle of nowhere to decay. Leon just kind of looks to Silas.
What?
Do we want to try something? Because I think I have something heavy enough to try it one more time.
Seems good enough. I doubt the Steingard would ever come here looking for him.
Whatever the trap will do with it. Leon will reach into the bag and pull out.
God, you're awful.
Leon will pull out the body of Jericho.
Okay.
Oh my god.
When the hell did this happen?
Oh, right. You weren't around for that.
Oh.
I got attacked while I was visiting my sister's grave.
And you
Amaris's jaw
This was one of the most inquisitive of them. I didn't really have a choice. I tried to bluff my way through it. I at least thought it was convincing, but unfortunately this bastard's a little too crafty.
In the end, you took and killed a guy who is after you, and didn't tell us that you have a body.
I was waiting till we were far enough away from Mistant, considering while he was the most inquisitive, some of them have ears elsewhere.
Okay.
Mars's
So that
jaw
is a
is
sorry
on the
on my
floor.
I'm just gonna.
I'm not exactly proud. I just didn't have a choice.
I'll be proud for you, Leon. Good job.
I'm also
Don't
Leon,
do that.
Ah, God. Also, on a quick ask, like, who all got the?
I feel like if Silas actually
Also,
said that,
in fairness,
like,
Leon
oh my
did tell.
God.
Leon did say, like, something had stirred with the Steingard and he had to defend himself. I believe I had mentioned that.
Well, I remember you had told me, because very specifically, I was the one who was like trying.
Oh, yeah,
we were talking about going around the other side. But I feel like if Silas said that, I'll be proud for you, Leon. Good job. He'd be like, "Oh my God, we're the bad guys."
Yeah.
I mean, the entire time you were doing such things, I was busy building us a home.
You were busy it. Yeah, I'm saying, like, I think on the way traveling, Leon had mentioned it while we were in the tower. He had mentioned it to you.
I am.
That's fair. But yeah, no, Leon did bring it
pet.
up. He just didn't. Yeah.
Okay, so you
Well-
throw the body onto the area?
Yep, Leon will. For flavor, I am using him as a hand axe because I can, Lamau. Tavern Brawl is a beautiful thing, and I'm going to yeet his ass on the plate.
Okay, so I guess
Again, Amaris's jaw is dropped.
That's why I didn't want to get closer.
Just huck a man.
Yeah,
You just throw a man's dead body.
I
as
provide.
the body hits the area, you see jolting out from the spear itself seems to be just an aura of electricity that just explodes out into a 15-foot radius. The body itself will be like electrified and charbroiled at the same time. As the trap triggers and then starts to reset.
I'm imagining what happened.
Do we audibly hear it starting to reset?
Yeah, you do audibly hear it starting to reset.
Leon just kind of like looks at that, waits for a second.
You hear it sounds like energy slowly just.
Leon looks to Silas. Do you think because he's still on it, it'll go off again?
I hope so.
Looks back. Or is it like upon impact? It's or like basically new activity versus wait.
As far as you can tell, it doesn't seem to be doing anything at the moment.
Okay. Waits a few seconds. So it looks like these, at least for these two, as Leon will kind of point to the two traps, they're based on sensitivity of when they detect something, from as far as I can gather. Granted, I'm not a trap expert. I'm just kind of spitballing this as I go.
Do you want me to try and dismantle it? So, just in case.
I mean, if you think you're up to the task.
I mean, it could.
I don't know how much time we have in here, and I know we want to try to set up an ambush for this thing. So.
I mean, I'd have a plus what? That plus proficiency, so that'd be at least a plus 6. Plus a d4. I could try if we want it, like just in case, you know.
I mean, if you feel it worth your time trying, I would not stop you. I'll go ahead and I'll do a full look around.
Oh, I want to get hurt.
And that's valid. It also means we have more easily walk space in here, since I know myself, Viola, and Cass can move a bit easier in here, but the rest of you are pretty much landlocked.
So just the one that's not...
If you're going to try, since this back corner is a little tight anyways for it, the only two I'd maybe say it's worth trying on is that room's plates, considering that's a pretty big room we might fight in, and this one in case we have to fight around here, because we can then go around and still attack it as needed.
True.
This one's pretty... There are two ways of avoiding it pretty easily. That side's a little questionable in the heat of battle.
Yeah, a little tight. Alright, then I'll go...
I wonder if this is why it's leaving the blue dragon, because there's not really many ways that a creature the size of the Hydra could get to that blue dragon over there if these two traps would also harm it.
Well, then it'll take it as
That is a good question. I mean, it's able to breathe lightning on a mass volume, but it might not be able to take it. Coburg, I guess is a question for the research we did of the book. Did it mention that dragon hydras, that they tend to have the actual dragon property of, like, they can deal the damage, they're resistant to it as well? Because I know me and Silas specifically did study that. It didn't mention it?
No.
I mean, it wasn't noted. There's a chance. It might just have the ability to spew lightning. It might not be resistant. Granted, I'll be able to test that theory pretty quickly if I get in close. Speaking of which, since I'm going to go check the rest of the cave, I don't really know what we're going to think of plans. My current idea, since the roof in this place is 80 feet tall, I'm thinking I'm going to hide myself up on the wall, prepare one of the nets, and try to bind this thing from the air so it comes crashing down and we can just Hail Mary it from there.
You get a thumbs up from Amaris.
He'll give a thumbs up back as he'll disappear behind the wall as he starts going to look for traps.
Just don't hurt yourself.
You hear echoed. I'll try.
We don't need you breaking a hip.
Okay, now that's just rude.
Leon, for the purposes of exploring, because I don't want to set any off like an idiot, and Leon is still stupid enough that he could by accident. Leon is going to engage the hook horror claws and is going to be on the walls to explore. So he's going to be 10 feet up, kind of. I am literally Nathan Drake parkouring my way around this place to avoid traps. I will jump wall from wall if needed. But Leon,
over here.
do we want to just say, Cobra, because I don't know how much time we have? If I have enough time of, like, maybe a minute or two, do we want to just say Leon's passive covers us and he just kind of wipes the area while everyone else is doing what they need to do? Because I also got to use the bathroom.
Feel free to go use the restroom.
Yeah, I'm just going to say, Leon is going around and just is checking for traps. Do you want me to roll for it, or do we just want to take his passive precept?
What's your passive?
My passive as Leon is 22.
22?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, let me see here. I think there's...
Yep. I'll let you discover that. I gotta go. Be right back.
I want to try and disable this trap here.
Did you want to disable this trap in the middle?
Yeah, because that's a big area that we could end up fighting in.
I mean, do we know what type of trap it is?
It's a pressure plate, I think. Is what? I think. I don't remember.
Hmm.
I just don't want to accidentally step on it, knowing my luck, and I'll forget about it. Yeah. Please be good, dice.
Oof.
17. Disable.
This trap cannot be disabled.
Oh, wonderful.
I mean, we have other traps over here.
Well, I know, but this is kind of a big area.
But there's other big areas too.
I know, but that's what Leon suggested.
Well, I mean, we can't do anything about it. There's no point.
Okay, I want to just. I don't know if I should do the one around the dragon.
Like, the traps seem to look to be,
Ancient,
pulsing,
magical.
like crystals of what looks like petrified hydra blood. The trap itself seems to be a kind of like a fluid pressure sensor, which are carved and look to be obsidian spine tiles that detect basically any weight above 20 pounds.
Solid. So we can't do anything
This
about
will
these.
initiate a 6-second charge cycle, which
What?
basically turns on the trap. So after 6 seconds, basically, it will then trigger, and then it will use that energy to basically absorb it back into itself, basically recharging itself. It's basically a professional trap that just keeps going.
I can see the crystals.
Yeah, you can see the crystals.
God, it sounds stupid, but could I?
Like,
Does
I
it
guess
seem like
maybe
that's
the
what's
perception
powering it?
would be high enough to see them, but they're basically they're not powering it. They're the ones basically discharging the energy once it triggers.
Oh, could I break that off from where I am? Probably not, huh?
I mean, if you are able to strike it with sufficient force enough to break it, yeah.
I mean, I have a thorn whip. That'll sneak under there.
Probably.
Hey, I'm doing anything I can.
Not gonna be strong enough to break it.
Solid. It's either that or use my fucking hand.
You would probably have to use some sort of bludgeoning weapon of some kind, and literally just.
Oh yes, because of course I have that.
Yeah.
I got a scimitar, and that's about it. You do ice. I don't have any bludgeoning. I have slashing or piercing.
That or step on it really hard and try to run away for it. But yeah, like the only way to really break these things is literally you have to like just smash them.
Like smash the trap or smash the like
Smash the
blood
crystal.
Crash the crystals.
Where is it at?
It's underneath it.
No, it's like on top.
It sounds
of it.
like. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I mean, I can smash it.
Okay.
Do you have an item to smash it with?
Bludgeoning, Kobold said.
Yeah, I got my quarterstaff.
So Amaris is gonna then skedaddle over here then into the corner. If you're gonna go do that. Potentially.
Okay. They have AC of 10. They have HP of 30, and a hardness of 8.
And if I don't break it within the first hit, does something happen?
More likely the trap will trigger because you are technically applying the necessary pounds to trigger it.
Okay. I mean, I could do multiple things at once.
I mean, I could hit it, but it does ice damage. I don't have anything that does like physical.
So, is this magical inlated, or is this like more?
It's a magic crystal.
Like these are magical crystals made from the Dragon Hydra's blood, essentially.
I see. Okay.
So basically, what they do is like once they sense something stepping upon them, they'll begin basically charging up and emitting a blast of electricity, and then they'll then absorb that electricity back into themselves.
So I can break them with bludgeoning. Does it have to specifically be bludgeoning?
Yeah, it has to be specifically bludgeoning.
Not force or anything?
I guess force would work. Like, if it's like. Because I do know there are some spells that specifically target inanimate objects, so that would count for this.
I'm sure someone has shatter, but that's not really the point. What?
So I can't disable the things with my thieves' tools. It's magic crystal infused with Hydra blood. Yeah.
And apparently the only way to break it is with something that can shatter the crystal, so bludgeoning...
30 bludgeoning damage.
Primarily bludgeoning or thunder and force would also technically work.
Oh, force? I don't know if I have anything.
Like Kobold's ruling, yeah.
Oh. No, that's thunder. But that will make noise and will be spotted.
I mean, is the dragon over here sleeping or something?
No, the dragon's dead.
It echoes when you think about it.
It echoes because
it's also
the other
100 feet away.
Yeah, the other thing is, Liam will point out, we probably know where it's coming from now. Because that's open.
Yeah, so can't I just dispel magic to stop this thing from activating?
No.
Oh, well.
No.
It's technically, this is not a magical effect.
Yeah, this is a mechanical trap.
Okay, so I have to hit it hard.
Product of the dragon itself, the Dragon Hydra itself. It's not like a magical rune or anything. It's literally just using its own blood to discharge it. Basically, it's electricity energy, essentially. So it's not like it's magical itself.
Okay, so I guess I will have to ask on this point. The sorry, I already have this on here. This already do an extra bit of this. Okay, so currently going to be adding 2 of those.
And each of these traps are basically exactly the same way. Like they're all just
cool.
scattered scales of blood.
What is-
That it
I think
kind
my
of
pact is
left
force.
here and there to basically, just
So
in
I
case.
I do want to confirm force does not do anything to this at all.
Yes, it force will work because I do know there are a few spells specifically designed to deal with inanimate objects with force magic.
I mean, literally the biggest one to name. Disintegrate's a pretty big one.
Yeah, so I'll say that it would work.
It would work. Okay.
Again, it still would have to do enough damage to break it, but yeah.
Well, I get 2 strikes before anything can happen, so I can give it a whirl.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like it's just a one and done kind of thing, depending.
Oh, I'm sure. Okay, so
Oh,
I'll
I'm
go
so happy. I forgot I gave you that.
Mm-hmm. So I will.
It's
Become a really good weapon.
damage is if it's an area of kind of effect that does cover the entire area of the trap, then fine. It would be like a one and done thing. But if not, then you basically would only damage a section of it.
A section of it.
So 30 to hit.
No
The
problem.
damage
They're easy to do.
is fire is not going to do anything here, so one of the d6s will do nothing.
Mhm.
And this will be one charge of this added on with the extra effect already given. So this will be force damage. So
20.
we have 1 fire that does nothing. We have 18. It says 18 force, but really no, it's 7 force plus 13 bludgeoning for the first strike. So 20. And I either go for the second strike and break this immediately, or I go for the breath weapon, which I rather go for the second strike. So we'll go ahead and hit it again. 20. Yeah, it has an AC.
God, a 20.
2d8 and roll.
Why are you
That
getting a bonus
is-
plus 5? What's that?
Oh, the bonus what now?
Oh, no, you have your buff. Never mind. I was thinking, because I was looking
Yeah.
and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because of the thing. So
Yeah.
it has the bludgeoning and has 15 bludgeoning and about 4 force damage. So 39 should pass out and destroy it. He said his HP was like 30, right?
Yeah, it was 30 with a
Yeah,
hardest of
so
8. So the hardest does negate some of it down, but yeah. And how much was it in total?
39.
39.
I'm having to exclude the fire damage because of the rings, because that doesn't do anything.
Right. Yeah, that would break off a section of it. So let me see here. I also have to. I'll just make it a little bit smaller. And then
So I can just keep going, or it just activates now? Because I am using a reach weapon with this.
It would not activate because you only broke the area that you obviously broke. If it's broken, it's not going to activate.
So basically, I can just keep going
It'll
until
only
it's
activate
broken.
if you don't successfully break it apart.
Okay, so basically, I can just keep going until it's broken.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and keep doing that, but I'll let the others do what they're doing while I do this in the background.
I gotta roll.
Hey, Cobard.
Yes.
Funny question, because I see that Leon did his sweep of the area. Anything weird with this corner? Because this really sticks out to me.
No.
Okay. Leon climbing the walls.
You did your sweep. I did. This is the last trap you noticed. You did see that there is a pathway outside that you noticed. I guess another thing you would probably notice is that there's no gold in here, which is weird.
Yeah, there's no stash. So, outside of a very weird shaped crevice hole in the wall that one of us might be able to hide in if we're wanting to. One, for those who haven't looked, there's an entrance over there, so we know now where it's going to be coming in from. But secondly, there is no trap. Or there is no stash for these dragons there.
Hidden behind a wall somewhere, perhaps? Secret passage? Dragons are rather intelligent creatures.
Perhaps. Though we did hear from the kobolds this thing was attacked once before. Maybe it's moved it somewhere else.
True. There is also the possibility, I mean, I'm afraid I am a firm believer that it is hidden away behind some secret room. Case in point, we know that there are at least 4 traps in this building right now.
That is true, there are ruins. Maybe after we're done with it we can give a proper once-over.
Yes.
Alright, at this
A
point,
true
I
committed
also
search.
need initiatives from everybody. Loud, booming roars scoring across the sky.
Shit.
Fuck me, I got 6.
Come on, let's get higher than a 7. Solid!
I'm pretty sure.
Hey,
I hate my life.
twinsies!
I swear, Wolf, we're always gonna be a tag team.
We have only not been next to each other in initiative
Once.
like twice in this
Once
whole
or-
campaign.
Hey, I'm right there with you! Let's go!
No, it's the tag team duo, not the tag team trio. You're not one of us.
Leon's is like, well, here I come, anyway. Get ready.
Hey, Casserole, get 21, 221s. And
Come
then
on,
we just need
Evic.
Viola.
I don't.
Roll
Roll initiative.
Son of a bitch.
We
I
have,
know.
it is. It's coming.
higher than a 6.
It's returned with the milk. It's coming home.
Ah,
So, is it gonna be in between us? Is it gonna be at the end or the beginning?
That's a
I'm
good
gonna allow
question.
you guys a round to feel free to like
A
increase
round.
your saves.
Yeah.
What do-
I do have to.
the fuck
Leon,
are we
don't
doing?
run away. I have to cast something on you.
Well, Cass also needs to
like-
cast something as well.
I'm gonna go
I
right here.
just letting you know, don't run away.
Okay.
I'm also going to activate. This ability goes on for how long here? Concentration up to a minute. That's fine. Okay, so I'll just go and activate its ability. So now there is a 15 feet around me circumference is now difficult terrain
Okay.
for other creatures.
Okay.
Besides activating that, I'm going to use my. I don't really have to use my action to activate. I think it. What is it? Bonus action or action? Bonus action. Okay. I use my action to do extra movement or dash just to get right here, so I'm away from everyone else and ready for the dragon when it arrives.
Ah, damn it. Okay. Well. Fun.
Alright, then Mrs.
Hmm.
Anzai, what would you like to do?
Gonna move over here. Ready action. Oh, I guess switch up from the first light dagger to the Seraphim's crossbow. Ready action. Gonna use one of the guiding charges with a +2 bolt to shoot at, if it shows up, the Dragon Hydra. If it shows up like anywhere this area. Or yeah.
Fair.
It will be the turn.
Alright, Cassandra.
Cass would be trying to. I wasn't around to do that, so sorry, Pen. You are still near the bottom of the cave. You're still wanting to get Beacon of Hope up. Pan, are you still there? You wanting Beacon of Hope up for round 1? If you don't say anything, I will assume yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Well, I know Pen's busy, so I shall try to do as best as I can. Cass will hop on her broom. 5 feet, so she saves some movement speed, because she's gonna fucking need it. She's gonna zoom over to here. Fortunately, Viola's too far, so I can't get her with this. Hopefully this does not come back to bite us in the ass. And as an action, I'm gonna have Cass use Beacon of Hope on the party.
What is Beacon of Hope again? I love that I know the spell I have so well.
Advantage on all wisdom saves, and death saving throws, and all magical healing that you receive, if it is rolled, is max.
Shit.
Yippee.
This also means for, like, for me and Anza, if we use Second Wind, we instantly get full HP. Because this works on all healing. The only type of healing it doesn't work on is things that do a set amount. So, like, Paladins lay on hands, because they get to determine how much it heals. Or, like, the heal spell.
I'm just gonna do that to mark my beacon. So I don't forget about it.
Same. But yeah, since Anzai is in range, and she did know Anzai was over there, she will get Anzai.
Is that
Silas?
all of it? Okay.
And she will get herself. And then for now, she will fly the rest of her move speed, I think, to behind cover over there, and that's going to be her turn. Yeah, that's going to be it for her. Because I don't know all the rest of the stuff she does now, because she's now different. I know she's got her cackle. But her other stuff's all actions. So yeah, that's going to be it for Cass. Leon. Okay.
Oh, you're still on the walls, huh?
I am. I was hoping I had a bit more time to get in position. Okay. Well, shit.
I know.
So we audibly hear this thing in the distance.
Oh, yeah, like, it is making, but it's present stuff.
Fucking damn, guys. We checked for traps. We didn't check for fucking God, what's the
Dragon?
system? No, we didn't. We didn't check for what's the fucking security system thing?
Alarm?
Well, no. Like an actual like IRL thing. Like it's not DoorDash. It's. I'm not thinking game terms. I was thinking a funny thing like
Oh.
Like, it has, like, a security camera in its home, and it's like, there are people within your lair. It's like, motherfuckers!
Just like, what am I missing?
Sorry. I wasn't meaning an in-world thing. I was meaning, like, this thing has, like, Ring, I think that's it. I don't know. It has, like, a little security cam of homes, like, there are people within your lair. Motherfuckers! Leon is going to go ahead and go here. I am going to, because it's within my movement speed where I don't need to check, Leon is going to jump over to the other wall. I'm going to have him, so that's 5, jump, would be 10 feet. So I've got 15 left. I need to be higher up so it doesn't immediately notice me. Fuck. I'll wait till next turn, since it's not going to be here anyways. Bonus action, I'm going to consume the potion of speed.
Oh, okay, so I don't need to give you long stride anymore. Sick!
I mean, Long Strider would still buff me. It would give me 20
I know, that's
feet
what
of
I was
extra
gonna
movement
give
speed.
you, but I didn't realize you had that. So you're pretty good.
I mean, I would also be not against it, because that means my move speed would go up an extra 20 if you put it on me.
Mm.
Because haste is double your base
It's
movement
just
speed.
Longstrider is touch, and you're too far from me.
Are you wanting to... Because you can talk right now.
Mars is like, get down, lower down. Her arm, she's like, please get lower.
Okay, if you're indicating to get down, Leon will wait then.
Yeah.
He will come over here then. I'll change my plan. He'll
Unless
come
we
down.
get on our tippy toes and you reach down.
Leon will get down on the ground, realizing that he's not going to have time to get in position this way. He's going to then use his hasted action to prepare the other part of his plan for jumping the dragon off the wall. As my hasted action, I'ma chug this.
Oh my
Cobard,
goodness.
make me grow!
You wanted to hide, and then you're gonna make yourself grow?
The plan was I was going to be big, I was going to jump, throw the net of titans at this thing to bind it, land on its back, and suplex this thing to the ground.
Oh my god.
That was the intent. I'm still going to try.
You know how they wrestle with crocodiles? That's Leon's version of wrestling with crocodiles.
Yeah. Let's see.
Man, we haven't done that since the start of the campaign.
We haven't? Was I part of that?
Yes.
When?
We got a job to go into the sewers.
Yeah,
and
I did wrestle crocodiles. Yeah, fuck, it's been
That's
so
right,
long.
you did!
Shit.
You did wrestle with crocodile!
Amazing. I forgot Leon has fucking wrestled crocodiles.
Crikey over there.
Okay, well I can't make myself big, so that's up to Cobard, but I will roll the
Okay,
d4 and
Steve
see how
Irwin
long.
over there.
I'm working on it.
Cool, I have that for 2 hours. Cool.
Okay.
That's my hasted
Good boy.
action.
Okay.
Big boy.
And then... let's see, there's not many other
I
buff
hate that it
things
makes
I
me
can
laugh
put
every
up.
time.
Also, that is now expendable. That takes a full ass minute. That's not gonna be used here. I guess for Leon, I'm going to, if it becomes shown, or I see it within line of sight, I'm going to ready an action. I'm going to hold the net of the Titan. If Dragon Hydra is within range of me and to throw it, I will throw the net of Titan at it. That'll be my held action for now, because unfortunately I'm going to have to wait for Amaris's plan, so...
Sorry. I
it's
wish
fine.
I went before you.
Yeah.
But I roll shit initiative every time.
That's
and I'll
haste.
Fail.
That's haste, that's action, that's bonus. I could move still, but I'm going to wait. So that's Leon.
I am going to hold on. It's this, right? I'm gonna I need to
Uh-oh, Cobra's putting walls in.
I mean, yeah, there are walls.
Uh-oh, Cobra's putting walls in.
There we go. I can
Well,
see here.
I mean,
So I'm going to use
the map 'cause it'd take forever.
my first thing, a bonus action blade song. So I'm gonna get that up. Here we go.
all the rocky
Usability, bonus action blade song, and then I'm going to hold action. I am going to hold this spell right here. Where is it? I'm going to hold this spell. Gonna cast it anyways. I'm gonna hold this spell for when I see it. I'm gonna hit it with poison dart.
Gotcha.
And that is my turn. I can see the entrance, so once it lands, or basically once I can see it, I'm going to shoot it with poison dart.
Gotcha.
My turn?
Your turn.
Alright, sick.
I believe Steve has the opportunity to
Amaris, hold on, I gotta get a smidgen closer. Alright. That's 5 feet of my movement. Amaris is just basically tap on Leon's calf because he's giant now. Gonna get a little calf tap.
Captain.
Of Longstrider.
Ah, glorious.
There you go. You can go a little faster now.
Appreciated.
I guess as crazy
If you'd
as
like.
that. Huh?
Oh no, there's not enough space. Never mind. I put the cattle trap in a spot where you could. I was gonna say you could have been cheeky and moved around this way to surprise it to not be in the same line of direction, but kobolds will be coming from this direction. Never mind.
I'd rather not, and I'm not that skinny.
That's fair.
And I guess for funsies and flavor, I'm gonna go through Leon's legs because he's giant.
Okay.
Yeah, you can.
And
Man, one of the few times it's a very good thing that he's wearing proper pants and not like a kilt or something.
he's
Since I'm here, I am going to put Avalanche on the map just so I can see through them.
That's fair.
and then that'll be my 30. And then yeah, I guess I will jump into. Oh, what's probably important now? Oh, keeping that con up is probably really. Oh wait, what's the con on?
They was just like, nah, you don't get to see Leon.
Con is on Viola. That's kind of important.
Yeah, especially
I'm gonna
because
jump
they're right
in
now
the
the closest to
dragon.
the entrance.
I'm gonna grow some little wings like a dragon. Choose a Morris, but kind of koboldy. Alright. Simple and easy. That's my turn.
So you have like constellation wings right now.
Oh yeah, no, it's sick as fuck.
Okay, so
Morris looks cool as hell.
This will be a phase combat, so I just want to clarify a few things.
Oh, boy.
One.
I'm gonna laugh so hard if it rolls below a 5 initiative.
Yeah, like any movement it has,
I'm
can
praying.
do, like the full amount of its movement per round. So, if, like for example, if it has like 40 feet of speed.
Are we going to go first, go last, or it's going to be surrounded by everyone else's turn?
Yeah, it only like.
Which that could be a blessing or a curse.
40 feet in
Yeah.
total during the entire round. Any additional movement of speed, like if it has like an additional like 80 feet,
Let me check.
and it moves like 40 feet before that, it would just fly 40 feet additionally. It won't like just gain an additional 80 feet of movement, if that makes sense. Any reaction or reactions it may or may not have, it can only do like
Eagle
once or per round, essentially.
We're waiting on you.
Oh wait, I'm muted. Okay, hold on.
Cause oh boy.
Forget. Sorry. Okay, you can hear me now.
Yep, we can hear you now.
Yes.
Sorry, I was muted because my niece was in here earlier.
Gotcha. All good.
I was explaining that this will be a phase combat. I was explaining
Okay.
for a few ground rules. So for like movement wise, it can't go above its natural movement between its phases. So for example, if it moves like 40 feet, it can only move that amount of like movement.
Yeah, its entire phase thing. It's split between the round.
Yeah, and like any additional movement, like flight, if it gets like another 80, it has like 80 feet of flight and 40 feet of movement. If it like moves like 40 feet on the ground, it'll only get like another 40 feet of flight. So it's not like gaining another extra 80 feet or anything like that.
Okay.
Additionally, any reactions it may or have, because like hydras are one of the specific ones that get more than just one.
Oh yeah.
Only do that certain amount up to like its maximum per round, so it can't just keep reacting during each of its phases. Essentially,
So it's pretty much it has its set amount of reaction attacks, but it's only X amount for the round. It's still keeping that, but it's just if one turn its multiple phases aren't going to suddenly it gets all of its reactions back per phase.
Yes.
Okay, good to know.
Thirdly, I have split up its actions a little bit more. So it does get multiple attacks now for during each of its phases. But it can only do a maximum amount of whatever its multi-attack gives it.
Got it. So what I'm hearing is anyone who's not meant to stay in the front, don't, because you will probably die.
So it has a maximum of 2 attacks. It can only attack twice during that phase.
Yeah, that's still horrifying with a Hydra in particular. Because not that we're going to get that far, but in hypothetical land, gets 11 heads, decides, hey, I've got 3 phases that let me attack. Survive 33 attacks, Chuckle Nuts.
I didn't make it that bad.
No, I know. I'm just saying, still, by that understanding, not that we're gonna get that far. We have, 2 to 3 party members that can shut this thing's healing off, and we can eventually, so long as we're not just fucking crit sundered to death, we can eventually guarantee its death. It's just a matter of, getting there.
Right. So I just wanted to explain a little bit more of that, because I did want to make it a little bit more fair and a little bit more challenging. Because
it is one thing, yeah.
This is one thing.
Yeah. My only request: you don't have to tell us what they do. Just to see when they are happening. To be able to see the phases. That's my only request.
Yeah.
We still have to still doing checks and shit to figure them out. Yeah, and you don't tell us stuff until we figure them out, or we just observe everything it can do. But yeah, being able to see them, I think, is the fairness. So we can at least try to semi-plan around that.
But okay, so first things first is what I'm gonna do here because Viola is technically right there.
Yeah, I'm not sure why you went there, Avik, but alright, bud.
I need to see. Okay, yeah, it's easy.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Small
Okay.
kobold just hanging out right inside its lair.
Yep. Yep, it does. Right at the front door.
Yeah, right at the front door.
I mean, listen, I expected this. I expected all of it. I am not the Spanish Inquisition here.
Okay. Roll its phases. It gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2,
Dear
3,
fucking
4,
God.
5, 6, 7 phases. Just give you an idea of what this thing is.
He's a big boy.
Yeah,
he's a big boy.
Yeah, I mean, having multiple heads is kind of give it a few more extra turns.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Let me go ahead and roll these and see what we got. And I will reveal them as they come up, just so...
Okay.
All of them are going to be in between them.
That's fair. It makes sense for us not to know him the first round. Good, let's just
Cool.
prep the backup character just in case.
Yeah.
I know. Is that why you were saying that? That's why I texted, did someone die?
No.
Did someone die before I typed that, mind you?
Okay, so it would technically be round 2. So, Viola, you're up first.
Where the fuck is it?
Oh, thank God.
It's currently flying in your direction.
Okay.
Right now, it is still, I would say, yeah, I would say it's still 80 feet away from you at the moment. So you
Oh,
kind of see it, but it's
perfect.
still a good distance away.
Oh no, perfect. I'm actually okay with this. In the same sense, I am going to activate. Where the fuck is it? I don't apparently have it. Lovely. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that.
Okay, so you're gonna go and
Dragon, stop!
Yep.
bonus feature. All right, cool.
I've previously already taken in the effects for the bond hoarder, which mine is mine. I chose to add to it is where the fuck is it?
I think you have Draconic Strikes up right now.
Well, no, Draconic Strikes are a general thing. No, I can get Spearing Strikes, is what you're referring to. Which adds an extra D8 of pack damage on hit, and it gives my range an extra 5 feet of melee.
Oh, okay. Well, I was meaning more Draconic Strikes in the sense of, like, you have the extra, like, you can add your Charisma mod again to either your tamper damage.
Oh, yeah, no, that's already there. Yeah. This is just part of the Bond of the Horde Keeper.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But because of that, I am also... that does... I don't think it specifies it has to be melee strikes. It deals an extra... you increase the range of melee weapon attacks by 5, also dealing an extra 1d8 pack damage on hit. Doesn't specify...
Yeah, it doesn't specify melee. And like, the reach is probably only melee, but the damage kind of just sounds like it's just you do more damage.
Yeah, I already do have Draconic Pack Fighting, which is what my weapons already do with that, and deal extra pack damage equal to.
Well, you get your Charisma mod as your damage mod, and it does the element. You have the Draconic Strikes. You turned it on because that's how you're adding it again. Because Dragon Presence Fighting doesn't add it again.
Nope. Let me make sure this is set up to where it is. Yeah, it's on Charisma. Perfect. All right. Yeah. So, I don't think we upgraded the amount of necrotic damage this will do. But that's one I can just add on afterwards. Let's see. It's all good. No, it's fine. So for the Gebo roll, that's more of just me injuring myself.
Oh, that one you have to do manually.
Yeah, I'll have to do that manually. That's fine. So I can hit it with the short bow from this distance, luckily. Because it is, as he put, 80 feet. So let's go ahead and get that first shot in there. Sure. I don't think I have the one that gave me advantage here. Let's see. Okay.
Oh fuck! This thing's half dragon. This thing probably actually has a good AC.
I'm expecting it to.
I'm betting I'm not going to hit a single time. Just saying. And that's okay.
Well, at least it took my heroism point. Oh,
no, yeah.
Also, in case it comes up, Amaris, don't forget you do have Cass's Charm right now, which gives you an extra D4 in all saving throws.
Oh, by the way, I'm going to go ahead and activate my...
I think attack rolls as well.
I'm also going to go ahead and activate a Draconic Deal and get myself an extra boon, and I'm going to give myself Draconic Focus, so bonus actions will grant me advantage.
Dragon Install is bonus action.
True, I did forget about that.
What?
You have the Charm from Cass, which gives you... it basically is a independent bless on saving throws and attack rolls. I think it's just saving throws.
Hearing that I have...
Okay.
Yeah, let me check.
So I'm blessed by Cassia, is what you're saying?
No, she has a charm that gives her 1d4 extra on saving throws. If she gets blessed put on her, she'd have 2d4 on saving throws. Talisman of Protection. Raccoon Talisman, you can perform a short rest. You only have one talisman credit. You do talisman.
Okay.
It doesn't have all the shit in it.
So let's go ahead and roll.
Yeah, saving throws only.
So 28.
Alright, that will hit.
Cool. So this is going to be a +1 arrow. Why? Okay, so let's click that back up there because apparently... Oh, never mind. I was like, it didn't want to do the thing properly. I looked up too far. Anyways, delete that. Put this here. So all that extra damage on top there, that extra there. I'm going to roll this. I will do 3 necrotic damage to myself. I wasn't hit by the aid earlier, was I?
No.
No, you were not, because 8 is only 3 people.
I did want to make sure before I did this.
Yeah, you
Anyways.
did not get hit by 8.
Fair enough. Okay, so I'll be adding an extra 2d6 plus... Oh, sorry. Yeah, 2d8 plus 2d6 for the damage on this as well.
Yep.
Actually, no, wait. It's only 1d8 because my object's on the rift sheath at the moment. Anyways. And 2d6 necrotic damage as well on top of this. And strike. 39.
All right.
That is... let's see here. That is 2... So that is 10 necrotic, because I couldn't specify it, because those are the later rolls. And then d8 is force damage, 1 damage of fire, and then 6 on there. So a total about
The
16
D8
necrotic.
ignores, so you can just take that out.
It ignores force damage?
It does ignore force damage.
Oh,
Fair
shit.
enough.
You need a force. That's fucking...
Oof, damn. Okay, so that's 7 off the force damage there. That's okay. So 32 instead.
Okay.
It takes 16 necrotic, 1 fire, and the rest of it is piercing.
Well, actually, it's not. Your
Oh.
base mod is charisma, buddy. You lose that. You lose like. You have the +1 arrow on that, right?
Yeah.
The +1 would still be piercing, so you lose 12 damage off of that.
BRB.
Because your base mod is all force because of your Dragon Knight.
Fair. Okay, so
So
I lose...
yeah, you lose 12 force off that.
So instead of just the D8, so it's the D.
So
D8
you
plus
lose
12?
19 of that damage. So take 19 off.
Okay, so 20 damage instead. 16 necrotic, 1 fire, and then 3 piercing.
Gotcha.
You also gain
Oh, I know.
since you rolled, because the 2 initial d6s was the extra Gebo. So 7, 6. So you get 13 temp HP?
I get 16 temp HP. Any necrotic damage you heal using this weapon regains as hit points. I don't actually gain temp, I just heal from it.
Oh yeah, you just heal. Right. Then never mind. That's right, that thing's crazy.
Oh yeah, no, it's very good. But either way, as much damage I can offer there. Sucks though, didn't realize we're going to deal with something that can say fuck me on that.
I mean, force immunity, this is a first. There's not really many creatures in D&D besides like the Grim Reaper that are fucking immune to that, so...
And with that, I'm gonna back the fuck away. Oh, actually, before I left, I was gonna fire another strike at it because yes.
You do have multi-attack.
Yeah. So before I move away, I'll do another bow attack here because distance. Anyways, so another roll, normal. Does a 19 hit it?
No.
All right, fair enough. And that's 1 more magical arrow gone. 20 or higher. That is 2 of those arrows gone out of the 46. Gotcha. Okay, that's it for me.
I won't let it reveal these things. I can't do much with that except.
Oh, I actually forgot something.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I'm back.
So, right, no, that's a different one. What object has that? I think it's the cat eye. No, all of these have it here. I think that's yeah. No, that's only whenever it's this weapon. Never mind.
Gotcha.
Okay, so I have to use that weapon, these weapons specifically for that. Great.
So, for its sparking turret phase, it's just going to move. It is going to currently move 30 feet closer, flying. For its spatial actions, it is going to do a thing and then move an additional 30 feet closer. So now this has 20 feet of flight left.
My held action now goes off.
Okay.
Well, I assume I can see it from, like, peeking around the corner, right?
It's still about like you 20 feet from here, I suppose. So it'd be about 95 feet away. How far?
95. Oh, never mind.
Go.
I thought when you said 80 feet beforehand, I thought that
it's
when you said it.
Yeah, it's like 80 feet away from just.
Yeah, Viola was like around here.
Ah, I see. Okay,
And it was
never
80
mind.
feet from Viola. Albeit, you do actually still have a line of sight on it through the.
It doesn't
it's not
matter.
full wall.
I assumed that. I assumed that it was.
Right? She was. Where was she at?
I was like,
the problem
right-
is
she
that
was,
like
she
right
was,
there.
she was around there.
It-
yeah.
So,
Yeah, yeah.
It's like. Okay,
I was right
it's only
here,
like
specifically.
50 Oh, okay. So it's currently.
I was gonna say, it's like if
60
it moved,
feet
if she
away.
was in range,
It's 60 feet.
yeah,
away.
if she moved, it moved 60 feet in. Because it like the reason it's like I was mathing, it's like okay, it had to be within 80 feet of Viola to shoot. Then it moved 60 feet, meaning we can see it now.
It would be like right here.
What?
Yeah, that's like so. It's like, well, again, if Viola was standing here, and it's 80 feet away, right?
Ah.
Because she had to be within 80 feet to shoot it. That's why she asked, "Hey, is this thing within? How far is it?" You said 80 feet. Okay, it's moved 60, meaning it probably is now right here.
Oh, okay. I got you.
And I was just checking. It's like that movement range is not adding up because like we should see it now.
Do I get to shoot it now?
Yeah, the two held actions that are people who are in range that can see it probably are going off now. Because I think Silas, you should still. You do, yeah.
Yeah, which means my spell goes off. Which means I don't roll attack. You conjure a dart. Make a range spell attack. Okay, I do.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
a ranged spell attack. A 15 will not hit.
Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. So far we know it's a 20 or better to hit this thing. Anzai, because you held the special ability, you do have advantage.
You have advantage. Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Because using a special shot does that. It just gives you advantage when you use one.
Okay, use it, go.
Oh, I need to edit your crossbow. Because your crossbow now has...
23.
A
23 hits.
23 will miss.
Hmm?
A 23 will miss.
Fellas. This is not looking good.
Oh boy. It's not off an adult. That's great. Fun. I was hoping this thing would be reasonable AC. Looks like we're going to be needing blood.
Wait, 23 doesn't hit?
23 missed. Its AC is
fuck.
24 or higher. So far, a 28 has hit it.
Yes, a 28 has hit it.
So right now, highest to hit is 28. Minimum is 24, and assuming. Text on got 4 or 5. And boop. And you ruin it. Well, that's all the held actions.
Alright. Well, then be Anzai's turn. Officially.
Oh wait, hold on. No. I did forget to add in the crossbow bolts +2 to hit.
Oh,
Yeah, I was about to ask. I didn't know if that last two did.
The 25 does hit,
Yeah, 25.
So 25 hits it? Okay.
so it's a 24 or 25 AC.
Yeah.
Now, come. I'm not gonna roll damage for this. I read
It
this.
is part dragon. There's gonna be a bit up there.
Lucky boy.
I mean, dragons have high ACs, but unless they're fucking ancient, they don't usually dip above 20. Not often. Most I think they normally get to is like 22.
Mhm.
And that's ancients. So this thing has a better AC than gods, or the close adjacent gods.
So it will deal extra 1d8 of radiant damage.
Yep.
It'll deal +2
how
from the
much?
bolt.
Wait, what type of damage is it doing?
It's doing an extra d8 of radiant damage.
Oh,
I don't know.
Okay.
Also, the base crossbow does entirely radiant damage.
So,
Okay.
So it is doing fully radiant damage.
So
do
full
believe I
damage?
had-
Alright.
there's also gonna be poison. Is it?
Yes,
Immune
there is
to
a poison in
poison?
there. It needs to make a con save if it's not immune.
It is immune.
It is immune
It's
to
immune to
poison.
poison damage.
Yes.
In fairness, we would have realized that because Viola had poison on her bow as well. We
Yeah.
forgot to roll that. But so yeah, it's immune to poison. Go figure.
So I can just roll off
Yeah.
adding all that damage.
I just
Yeah.
don't know how much damage you're doing.
It's +2.
Welcome back, Giraffe.
Sorry,
so
I
far we have.
headphones case.
It's all good. We've learned that a 25 can hit it. A 23
I just
misses,
said, yeah, no, I said,
and
yeah, I'm not
yeah.
hitting anything this fight, guys.
it is immune to poison.
Alright.
Solid, I don't have
The
anything at
bolt
this point.
does seem to damage it greater than normal.
Ooh, is it vulnerable to radiant? Ooh, shit.
Just gonna do it a couple more times.
Fair.
And since I did hit it with the guiding bolt, this one's
Yeah,
gonna
it
be
is
an
now.
advantage.
Yep.
Attack, advantage. Did not at the +2, but that still hits with a 27.
You see that, and then
+2 from the bolt for another 11 radiant damage.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this thing's vulnerable to radiant. Ooh, shit.
oh, I do radiant. Yippee! Yippee!
Yeah, I gave it a few vulnerabilities to make it more fair.
Oh, watch out! Here come all the guiding bolts. Watch out, bitch.
And I'm gonna shoot it again with another radiant bolt.
Okay.
How?
Can I
You have 2 attacks as a fighter.
Do I not get the held action one? Does it take it out?
The held action one went off
Yeah.
already. That was
Oh,
before
okay.
your turn. So there was the attack previously, and you've now done 2 attacks.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah,
like
that'd be
we're not
fine.
level 11, and you can't use crossbow expert on heavies. So it's like, how you doing? Unless they're action
Okay.
surging right now.
No, I'm gonna save it up then. And
Okay.
doing that, I'm gonna hide away, and then my turn.
Valid. The strategy of literally the entire party, but Viola and Leon. And even then, Viola is I'm gonna strike you. Bye. And then returns. Cass, it is now your turn.
Alrighty.
And so I will kind of tell you if you can do any radiant damage. Doesn't seem to like it.
Let's see. Do I have radiant damage?
Yeah, you're within audio range. Good to know. We're gonna have to get in here. We're gonna have to close off that.
Nope,
Oh.
nope, 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 nope. Nope, 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 nope. Yep, no. No radiant.
1,000 damage
Wow.
times, and not a single one of them is radiant. Unfortunately.
Hmm.
found a sweet point. Exploit it. Yeah,
I will. Let's see how his intelligence stat is, I guess.
Intelligence save throw.
Yes, please.
Yep.
He's not gonna be wicked
Not
smart.
super wicked smart, but
Oh!
yeah, that's a fail.
Hey! We'll take what we can get.
That is.
That is not
leveled
appropriate.
up.
One more d6. Yeah.
Solid!
Two.
That is 2
Oh.
psychic damage.
I'll see if I can. Oh, the scaling for it wasn't turned on. I'll fix that.
4 subtracting from the next saving throw it makes. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, it should work next time.
Thank you. And then that was 5 feet. Now go up. You said it's 80 feet tall, right?
Yeah. This cavern goes 80 feet up.
Then go up 6.
Yep, and it's currently 80 feet in the air.
Oh, never mind. That going back down.
Cass immediately changes his mind.
I'm going
That
up.
was-
The dragon up. The dragon updates. No clips upwards. Going
I mean, that's
down.
fine.
I know. It's just that it didn't have the height, so I'm just imagining the game mechanics of okay, it's on the floor. I'm going up. No clips up to the ceiling. Going back down.
Never mind. No. Contemplates getting off the broom. That is my action. Let's see. What else can I do?
Well, this thing's got 7 actions. There's 3 of us left, so this is either going to get very jarring in how we're spaced, or it's all at the end.
Alright, is that everything you're doing, Sandra?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay. It gets its wing attack.
Yep.
Can't do yet.
There's no one to bitch slap.
Not
Damn it.
I think I will have it move. At least fly its last little bit to here. And then it will get its lightning breath attack.
What? No. It doesn't have to do that.
We can still talk this out, guys.
Doot. And let's see here. Yeah, it's gonna hit her as well. Can it reach? Barely. Yeah, I'm thinking hit Cass back there.
Can't see it, but I'm flipping off the dragon.
So it's gonna be one beam there, and one beam there, and then
Yeah, this is what I was afraid of, it being a Hydra. Fuck.
Oh my god.
This is what I was afraid of, it being a Hydra. Yep. I was like, wait a minute, this thing's a Hydra. It has multiple heads. Oh no.
Need Viola, Cass, Silas, and Amaris, please make me dexterity saving throws.
We have advantage.
Okay, move that.
You have advantage. Giraffe, you have an extra D4 on.
Oh, that's great because I only have a +1.
Uh,
Ooh, not great on my end, but we'll take that.
Solid!
Okay, Cass, you save. Amaris, you save.
Oh, thank God that DC.
okay, it's not a super high DC. That's good. That also scares me for the damage.
And
Can you
Natural
say
20 for
dexterity?
Viola.
Like, I know it's not, but can this be like a Dragonborn's breath weapon and just be sucker save?
that's how that works for Dragon.
Yes, it is.
Actually,
It's all Dragonborn.
for base D&D Dragonborn, it is actually.
Okay.
It's so bad! Anyways.
Dragonborn getting
Why do they not
screwed
have dark
over.
vision? Why do they not have dark vision? I will petition this forever. Sorry, go on.
What save do I need to make? I
Dex
zoned
save.
out.
You have
Dex?
advantage.
You have advantage, by the way. Unless you didn't eat Leon's food, which is blasphemy in itself if you didn't. Because it's food.
Fuck me, the dice want me dead.
Yep, 12 points of lightning damage to you, Silas.
Oh,
And we
well,
take
that's not
six.
terrible.
Alright.
There's also the horror of this thing can intensify. So,
Okay.
it might get worse.
What's up?
Oh, dude, I'm fine.
You know what's funny is that didn't even chew through the temporary HP you gave me.
Nope, that's a 10. I'm in my
You
top
have Dragon on, yeah.
I'm in my dragon form.
If basically, Amaris, unless you take 30 damage, don't even
I
bother
just
clicking
did
it.
purple
Yeah.
and I rolled it.
Yeah, don't click it. Because it's like, you have your thing up, unless you take more than 20 damage in a hit, you auto-pass.
Alright, Mr. Leon.
What's up?
Leon, ready to turn the corner, here's fucking Godzilla fucking laser noise. Oh, that's not good. Right. Well, I'm going to try to perform a sneaky, because I think it's gonna be needed. Don't mind the giant-ass actor in the background. Ignore me. I'm going to use my hasted action to stealth.
Okay.
And try to hide from this thing. God damn it, Leon!
No, doesn't even beat its passive.
Okay, well... Leon just, like,
It does
trying
have
to apply himself...
Its passive perception is actually...
Oh,
good, yeah.
right. Right, fucking Hydras. I can't sneak up on... God damn it, that's right. Fuck me. Okay, well, fuck that plan. I completely forgot about that with Hydras. God damn it. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. I mean, granted, multiple heads. Yeah, I can't be surprised. I forgot about that. Oh well, it's been a day.
Yeah.
Leon will then start hook horror climbing across the wall. So basically, he is moving. I am very much doing a climbing section in a video game and climbing up angularly around the wall to go up high, if that makes sense. So me moving is also me moving upwards around. So 5.
Silas took 12, everybody else
10.
just took 6. Just
Uh-huh.
updating that,
Yeah, I took my 6.
And Viola, because you have resistance, you only took half of that, so you only took 3.
Oh, okay.
Because
Yeah.
you have lightning res right now.
Yeah, I give you that.
Yay.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I'm up 25 feet. This thing is 80 feet up, yes?
Yeah, it's like all the way up to the ceiling.
I didn't realize the ceiling went that high.
Yeah, no, it's big. He had said initially this this cavern is 80 feet tall. It's big.
How tall is the
Because-
creature?
It is.
Huge creature.
It is a huge, so minimum 15-ish to like 20.
Okay, so I only have to go up about 60 feet to hit it.
Okay, so I'm at 25 here. Nee, fucking damn you.
If I could make it kaiju size, I would. But
No.
No,
Well,
we're not having Taras come out here and say, "Here."
Is there any way?
I mean, I picked Kadora
No.
because like it fitting.
No, yeah, Dragon Hydra, yeah, Kadora. Okay, so if I'm gonna try this, I have to jump, and I'm gonna have to jump from so fucking high up. Yeah, I ain't netted in this turn. Damn it. Well, I can still further my plan. Leon will proceed to keep moving, so he's not within ease of lining of people. And he will move to over here, and he will go up another 40 feet. So now he is at 65. And Leon is gonna start, looks over, will for now put the net back on his belt, and he is going to take Hydra's Barrage, and he's gonna throw a volley of them as one attack. So, you... Hold on, your thing is the next attack. It's not when it hits. I don't know. And the first attack made against the target before the end of your next turn yet. So this is just plus. Yeet! Nope, that one. First one misses.
Yeah, that'll miss.
Second one. Yeet!
That way-
As a 26. Okay, 26 hits it. So it's... So far, we know its minimum hit rate is 25, and we don't know. And I'll just go ahead and throw the last one to hit sake. So, last to hit. 26 again, so that'll hit. So, 2 hits. It's immune to poison, so I'm not going to bother. The Hydra's Barrage has nothing special besides the poison, so... that is 12 points of piercing on the first one that hit.
Okay. 12 points of piercing. Alright.
Yep. On the second one, that is 13 points of piercing.
Ouch.
I will then, as part of my multi-attack, I will throw the Arc of Ignis at it.
Okay. Are you throwing it at the body or at the heads?
I will throw this one at one of its heads.
I just, you know.
Yeah, the Hydra's Barrage, that body. But this one now he is throwing it at one of them. Because of what Leon has learned. God damn it. It's an 18, I know that misses. 2-weapon fighting. As the Arc of Ignis boomerangs back, he will grab it, spin on the wall, and throw it back again to try to hit again. 2-weapon fighting, bonus action.
Ever find out if it's like the Greek mythology Hydra where you cut off a head and it grows 2 more? Did we ever find that out?
You kind of came through a little garbled draft. The last bit we heard. Trying to do what?
That's my head. Did we ever find out if it was like the Greek mythology Hydra, where it, like, if you cut off a head, it grows 2 more?
Oh, yes, this is still a D&D Hydra. We also know that, we learned that, its weakness type is fire. We have to keep hitting it with its weakness type, or things that stop HP shit, because otherwise, this, doing its weakness type to a head and cutting it does not cauterize the head. It does just suppress it for a round. And if we don't hit it again before the next turn, it will start to heal and get a new head.
Okay.
So
Also
we do have to
doesn't
keep
include
hitting it or doing shit. Yeah, and Radiant seems to fuck it up, as now we've learned.
Gotcha. I have
Yeah, I know.
Radiant.
Yeah. I know me and, like, Silas has Chill Touch. I have, if I can get in melee, I have the Serigios Blade and the Arc of Ignis that can fuck it up.
Wait, so Cold does stuff too?
Not cold, no.
Oh, you said Chill Touch. That's why I was like, oh.
Chill Touch is a
is it
specific
necrotic?
necrotic.
Never mind.
That one just specifically turns off all for a round.
Yeah.
So that one's just good if he can hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyhow, 2-weapon fighting attack. That's better. Not even gonna ask.
Yep, that'll hit. Can't really do anything about
Okay. And that is to a head. So it'll take 16 points of slashing and 3 points of fire.
Okay. So it takes 19 damage.
Yes. And it has been hit by fire.
Okay.
That's my action, that's my bonus. Unfortunately, my haste is wasted. To action surge or to not action surge. It's only 2 more attacks. Both the Hydra's Barrage and the Arc of Ignis.
Okay.
I think I'm
So,
good.
hold on a moment, because I think you might have already cut off one of his heads. So, let's see here.
Oh shit!
Yay.
I might have, I have to kind of add it all up, so hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, right, because I did 12, 13, so 25, another. So 25, basically plus that, so 44?
In total?
Yeah, 44 in total.
Okay. Alright, yeah, that would be enough for it to lose a head.
Gotcha. And it's a good thing the arc hit, because it can't get that for a turn again. So we're good till round 4. Or at least I get till my next turn, I guess. Because that's when the timers now start for that one.
Anything else?
That's my action, that's my bonus, that's my hasted. Moved all I can. For now, that is Leon.
Alright, Mr. Silas, what would you like to do?
Oh shit.
Let's see. Fuck me. That won't work. I'm gonna go with the big one. I'm gonna try Phantasmal Force.
You're gonna try Phantasmal Force? Okay.
Yeah.
That is intelligence.
Yep. A DC
It takes
15
a minus
intelligence.
D4. Because it has been mine's 30.
I got you. It rolls just enough.
Ah.
I'm gonna burn one to do it. Silvery Barbs. Because I really fucking need this to work.
I kind of forgot we had that spell.
Yeah, it's now kind of only a silence.
Anything that has actually needed it. We rolled really high on most of our encounters.
So it takes a -1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who do you give advantage to? Damn.
Fuck. I give advantage to you, Leon.
Perfect. Hi, group.
Ah, shit.
Not the person who's going next after you? Okay.
Well, we don't
Yeah,
know.
but
'cause
Leon's got something
it's still
big
got three.
planned.
I've got something big planned. I'm about to fucking
Okay.
wrestle a kaiju.
That makes sense.
I'm gonna move back one, so
I was
I,
just like,
I no
I'm
longer
gonna
have
hit
line of
it
sight.
before.
I am now in full cover.
Gotcha.
Damn it. I really needed that fucking Phantasmal Force to hit.
Oh boy, round 2. Other breath.
Okay. Unfortunately, it cannot do that because one of its heads is gone.
Oh. Interesting.
But it is going to start biting off the conversation off of the burnt head, so it can't regrow back.
Yeah. So, AKA, it's working on getting its healing back up.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Understood.
Miss Amora.
What's up? Alright. We're gonna. I don't think I'm gonna hit this motherfucker.
Saving
But-
throws might be your best thing to try.
I know. Oh, I don't even have a lot of those. Crap. None of those. Nope. No.
Me in the distance.
Oh.
Not Leon, but me in the distance. Should be a shame if you have moon. I know you have con right now, but
No, but I can. that's con. Shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This isn't con though. All right. We said necrotic does permanent damage to it.
No, it's
Decent amount of
Silas
damage.
has a Silas, or it's Radiant that's doing like necrotic's doing normal to it.
But it's still hitting it.
Yeah, it's still hurting it. It so far has only shown that it's immune to force and poison.
Alright, is anyone within... You didn't get hit yet, huh?
No.
No one's hit yet, besides Viola.
Viola can also heal herself.
Well, this is the only thing that I have prepped that's a saving throw. That's not concentration. Alright, we're gonna use this. I have a solid Wither Emblem for him. That's all I got. Right there. That's all I got.
Okay.
So, I need a con
Constitution
save.
saving throw.
Yeah, my DC is so low, he's gonna pass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Plus 10. Ow.
Yeah. But I think it still takes half, right? I'm not crazy.
It
Yeah, it
does.
does still take half.
6.
Alright, 6 crack damage. No problem.
Yeah, and then I guess bonus action, I'll attempt to figure something out. I feel like I'm gonna be used. Right.
Arcana, but yeah.
Fair.
Because of its
Acquire.
DG, it's going to require at least a 18 for free action and a 20 for bonus. Wait, no, there's a.
Wait,
there's a
what? I think that's
18 for
opposite.
bonus and a 20 for free action.
20 for free. Gotcha.
There's a very slim chance, but there's a chance. That is not that chance.
On my end, it was a
Like I
19
said,
and it
I'm
went to
gonna
the
be
free.
Utterly useless this fight, but I also do have to go for the night. So, because it's getting late. I got work in the
Yep.
morning. Alright, I'm sorry I was late.
All good.
I'll see y'all Friday.
Yep.
Well, most of you.
Oh boy.
Good boy.
Actually, Leon, you are
Boy.
close enough. So it's going to
Oh,
start
it's got good
attacking.
reach then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it does have 15 feet of reach.
I mean, yeah, dragons do. So, I mean, I'm not too surprised on that one.
Yeah.
The question is, can it actually hit me?
Well, we'll see. It's going to try and hit you with its tail attack first.
Plus 12 to hit in its pocket.
24 to hit.
That is exactly what it needed. Because my hasted AC
Plus
right
10.
now is 24.
Alright. You will take 16 points of piercing and 2 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
And then second tail attack. Because you're the only one it currently has in range.
It has multiple tails?
For a 27 to hit.
No, it doesn't have multiple tails. It gets to use its multi-attack on phases.
Fair
And it's a
enough.
fucking Hydra. This is kind of what I meant by, oh, you're within range? Die. Enjoy. It has 11 heads. Enjoy getting attacked 33 times.
It has 2
Lol.
tails and 3
Lamau.
heads, so yeah, it's basically 5 attacks if in range.
So if it had multiple attack rounds, yeah. Ow.
Because it only has 2 heads right now, it's just 2 heads.
Okay, so it's not starting with the normal 5 of Hydra. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You
That's
can
good.
remove a head, so it does decrease the amount of attacks it gets per removing its heads. So doing
Good.
so is a good thing. You can also remove its tails if you were to target them.
Evil 21.
So if you wish to try
Well.
to remove damage, you can do so.
Well, I mean, a Hydra's regen is most heads. So...
That is true.
Shrug?
But like I just say, like if you want to try to like help mitigate its damage,
No, yeah, I get
there
it.
are
Yeah.
pieces that you can
There are ways to do that.
remove.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Thank God it can't.
And it gets 3 bites. I think. Hold on. Is it bites far enough?
I was gonna say.
No, they're only like 10 feet, so you are out of
Perfect! Hallelujah, because that just did half my health. That did a good chunk. Because I had 81 hit points.
And at the end of the round, it will regrow its missing head.
Was it not suppressed till my next turn? Because I turned off its healing. Because it was suppressed. Because that was not a full round for how long it had been hit.
Okay. Then, yeah, it's
I understand it, like, to move to cauterize, but it's like, wait, it's... I turned it off, I hit it with fire.
yeah.
Like, it should be at least till Leon's next turn.
It's okay. Chill, yeah, it still just got 2 hits. My bad.
Gotcha.
I guess we can stop there if you guys want to. It's up to you.
Let me check quickly, because I think I have an early for work. Not positive, though. Yeah, it's probably best to come. I gotta be at work at 8 in the morning tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully not too awful.
Oh, we stop in here.
Yeah, I've got work early tomorrow.
Fair enough.
That and Giraffe's
Damn.
already gone, because she also has work early tomorrow.
I'm also just on the point, like, damn, I had been nerfed.
How so?
What do you mean?
Oh,
It's
the force.
It's
Yeah,
force
right,
immune.
that didn't click.